brand new episode of In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers. I'm Luscious Barbie, and I'll be guiding you through today's episode. I'm so excited to present today's guests. On today's episode, we have Lafree and Clive from Soiree Coffee Lounge and Nikki J from Absolutely Edible Cakes and Catering. And now, the moment that we've all been waiting for, the man in the kitchen, connecting the dots from entertainment to food, giving us wisdom every day. Give it up for our host, Ricky Booker.
Welcome back to a brand new episode of In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers. I'm your host, Ricky Booker. There are so many things in the world that brings us together. Good food, little conversation does it every time. And In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers, we love feeding your soul. Today's guest is a power couple, founder and owners of Soiree Coffee Lounge. Let's give a warm welcome for Lafree and Clive Ryan.
Hey,
Come on in here. You didn't think it was going to be that fast, did you? Come on in here. What's going on, brother?
hey, what's up, man? You doing all right?
Man, glad to have you on the show.
Pleasure as
Appreciate
always.
it. I love your facility. I love your coffee. I've been there one time, so that's what made me be excited to bring you guys on as a guest.
Okay.
We're going to get right in it, though. Come on in here. Because I want to find out more about coffee in just a second.
Okay.
But every chef, every entrepreneur in the kitchen some kind of way has some disasters. You guys ever had a disaster in the kitchen?
Yes, we did. So we had brunch. We have brunch on the weekends. So on one of the brunch days, the whole power to the building went out, and so we have multiple outlets to get that back on. So we had to run, and you know the crowd was outside, man, and they were waiting on their food, man. We just had to keep trying the different outlets.
So y'all had to make it happen.
POS systems was down, everything.
Oh man, I've been there. I understand that, but
Oh, yeah.
the one thing about it, business must go on. People
Oh, yeah.
still want things to happen.
Oh yeah.
You know, in the middle of all of that, you know, we're gonna fast forward to where you guys are at now. You know, why coffee? What was the inspiration by opening up a coffee lounge?
Okay. Well, at the time, there was a lot of racial tension in the world, in the community in Dallas. And the community, there was an incident at a well-known coffee shop, ran, and the community was asking for black-owned coffee, and there was none. Once we looked, there was none in Dallas. And so it inspired that, and we wanted to open up a jazz lounge before COVID. And so the two kind of merged together and brought about the need for camaraderie, community, and conversation, things like that. So
You guys have a good brand and a good product. I noticed when I was in there, it was a piano. So, you know, some of that, what days can you come hear live music there?
So the live music is on the weekends, and it's Saturdays and Sundays. The live music starts at 12, ends at 3.
Okay. You know, the one thing that I love about coffee, because I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day, all day. And I go to one of the well-known coffee shops, kind of like what you mentioned. I know who you're talking about. It's addiction.
Yeah.
You know, that's the most addictive thing in the world is coffee. But the one thing that I notice about you guys, y'all have all of y'all names and y'all brands after famous black actresses, names, you know, some of the names that everybody know. What inspired that?
it's jazz inspired.
Okay.
Simply, you know, music is, I mean, we love music. Music is healing, it's conversation, it's emotions,
Right.
everything like that. And so building a lot of the signature lattes and drinks around famous jazz players and singers, their personalities and things like that. It was kind of something that people could relate to when they come in. And so, for example, the Lena Horne, that's our honey lavender latte, you know, and so she was the one with the flower, the girly thing. So things like that. And our male drinks are the spiked lattes.
Right.
So, you know, the more bolder and more, not aggressive, but how can I say it, manlier drinks.
They're
So,
smooth. They all smooth.
yeah.
I can tell you that.
yeah,
now.
so it was a little fun with it.
Yeah, and in their times, you know, the times that these jazz artists lived, they were always sending a message.
Yeah.
And it's the same message we're trying to send today. So coupled with their message and the current message, being that it becomes the same message to send today.
Well,
So
man, y'all on the brand that y'all have, y'all in a good direction on everything, because these people that y'all name after y'all brand are all the greats. Well,
Appreciate it.
and here in a minute, we're going to sit down and enjoy some dinner and enjoy some breakfast, brothers, and we're going to
We
talk a
get to
little bit
eat.
more about what y'all got going on. We're gonna go back to see what Luscious got going on in the community.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Luscious Barbie, in the kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers, and you know, I gotta find out, what do the customers think about the food? So, let's just find out. What did you get today? Because you at the ribbon cutting, so I know you got some good, and I already see another plate walking up, so we gotta walk all the way around.
Waffle red velvet with the chicken off the chain.
I gotta get the first bite. I gotta see you bite into that chicken or the red velvet waffle, whichever one.
Say less, I got you.
Oh. Aren't you hungry right now? We seen the chicken. Let's see the waffle. Let's see the waffle.
I was gonna wait, but once I opened up my box, I
Yeah. Juicy, and he didn't even need no syrup. I don't know if you know, but you can come to 921 West Commerce Street. We are at the ribbon cutting of the Breakfast Brothers Express. Go to www.breakfastbrothers.com, and you can catch us every Saturday on CW33, Freedom 43, Hulu. But you already know, until next time, let's go.
All right, we're here at the sit down with Lafree and Clive Ryan with Soiree Coffee Lounge, and we're getting ready to eat some Breakfast Brothers. Lafree, she asked for shrimp and grits and grilled catfish for my man Clive.
You ready for
and our
us to
lovely
feed
Tanetta is bringing it.
There we
Yes,
go.
ma'am.
There's yours.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay.
Enjoy.
That looks good.
I'm gonna let y'all dig in first, and we're gonna start talking about what's going on. What y'all got? I always like seeing this first thing.
I'll say grace, right?
Yes, sir. I always get that in, no matter where you at.
Oh, wait, hold up.
So what we looking like down there, Clive?
Oh man, that's good.
All right,
That's
Clive.
very good.
All right, Clive, you got some competition.
No, I'm not-
Man, I can't. I can compete, but he got the island ingredients. The island ingredients is a little different. It's a secret to the island ingredients.
No, this is
No, this
good.
is excellent.
Yeah.
So I'm a foodie. I can taste every seasoning in there.
One thing I want y'all to do, one day y'all just let me know, and where y'all can come in and sit down and experience it.
Oh, yeah.
Right there at the restaurant. The
Okay.
vibe, the music, how we do it there, and how all above. So I really will enjoy it that way too as well.
It's funny you say that though, because sometimes we're trying to sneak out of our brunch on the weekend and go support other businesses,
Right.
and we're like, where we gonna go? Who brunch we gonna go to? So now we know when we come.
Yeah, but the first thing to do, I'm gonna get, Coach, I got your number. You call me,
yeah.
cause on Saturday I'm gonna have to make sure I bump y'all in over there. We got a good thing, but I'm gonna start talking. We want to talk a bit about y'all's business, and man, I've been drinking the coffee that you brought me today. Man, it's offset. Man, you got amazing flavor, amazing vibe, and like right now, I've been up ever since 5 o'clock, and I was kind of tired. So now I'm juiced now, like on Ricky Bobby. I'm juiced up like a spider monkey. But anyway, let's talk about the different types of coffee that y'all have.
Yeah, we have cold brew, which is a 24-hour process. A lot of people, they don't understand the processes of a cold brew. So it has to be a 24-hour process before you call it a cold brew. So that's brewed in cold water.
Right.
We sell iced coffee, and also we sell espresso. So the coffee bean is a special type of bean because it's roasted. So it has to be, every coffee bean has its seconds. So it has to be that particular second, or it'll be bitter on both sides of that second.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't study coffee, but I definitely will pull up at a drive-thru and get some. And now that I'm literally around the corner from y'all, I know I'm gonna be passing there every day, coming to get it, because it's real good. It's delicious.
Oh yeah, it'll be our pleasure.
I'm gonna talk a little bit about this too, because I know some things in our personal lives, in our lives, that changes the personality sometimes. Let's talk a little bit about you guys overcome some of the obstacles when it came to the grieving of the deaths that y'all both been through, with your family, and help y'all business to grow where it is now.
So I'll take that one. So honestly, I think something that a lot of people forget is that entrepreneurs are human as well. And although we're striving to be, excellent and everything, personal things happen that we have no control over. And so in 2021, we opened in 2020, but in 2021, Clive's mother passed suddenly, and it wasn't due to COVID. and then 2 months later, his oldest sister. And then I think, 7 months later, I lost my dad, February 15th. So we just made a year for that. And all while we were in the middle of nurturing Soiree, which was our baby. And so it was very, very difficult to continue on. I mean, to be honest, I was just like, just throw the whole Soiree away from me because I was in so much pain, you know, but nothing stopped. It was like you still had bills to pay, you still had customers to see, you still had to open the doors. And so I'm thankful for the customers that did get wind of it and embraced us. But, you know, some people just don't know. When they come, they're looking for a smile and their coffee and their brunch or whatever else. But, you know, so we kind of, as entrepreneurs, we have to continue and we have to push forward. We have to find the strength to carry on in the midst of what we have, you know. So
and coming from, I can tell you guys come from a strong background, so your loved ones wouldn't want y'all to stop anyway. I could just tell you from y'all's energy anyway that wasn't gonna, the spirit of them wasn't gonna allow y'all to stop anyway. So
and I call it a promotion, you know, because we all have to go through that door. So I actually call it a promotion, and it's a war we're fighting. So they're on the other side of the war helping us. Because they're still with us spiritually.
And that's pretty much kind of what I'm finna say now is that's y'all balance life that way. How do y'all balance life being husband and wife in business?
I get fired every other day. I'm just
it's actually, you know, we've been married for 27 years, right? And
congratulations.
Over 27 years.
Congratulations.
So going on 28. So sometimes it's a challenge, but you have to understand that God is guiding the ship. You know, and when you understand God is guiding the ship, then you know it's not about you individually. It's about God and it's keeping our vision clear. So the arguments don't last long. We'll probably argue over a spoon. Something simple.
So that's a disagreement. That ain't necessarily an argument.
I'm a Virgo. I'm headstrong, and it's mainly like I want to do something this way. He might want to do it that way. But
sound like my daughter Tara. She's April 3rd. Boy.
It'd be fun. Our staff like y'all need a TV show or something. But really, I'm honestly. I wouldn't do it with anybody else. I love it. I love this guy. I still like him too. So we do a lot together.
Over 27, 28 years. You better like something about him.
He's stuck.
Now you know I told you before we got started. I guarantee you, my co-host Leslie tell you I'm country. I mess up some names, so you might have to help me with this. What is Sip Noir?
Sip Noir is her baby.
Okay.
And it's well, I believe you can discuss that.
Yeah, so Sip Noir was curated by myself and Tish Around Town. Tish Around Town, she is a female that is well versed in wines. And so we wanted to bring the community together with wines. And so our entire wine list is Black-owned international wines. And that, I had help curating that by Shermy. And she has a Riesling out and a few other wines. She's local. She's an ex-Marine, so I'll give her a shout out. But she helped me to curate that wine list. And so Sip Noir is our Wine Down Wednesday for Soiree.
Got you.
So the first Wednesday of every month, we highlight Black-owned wines and spirits. And so that's his side, the premium bar. He could tell you about those spirits, but we feature like this past Sip Noir was LeBron James, Lobos, and Dwayne Wade. We feature a flight of 3 of his wines. And so just bringing awareness to the community that there are Black-owned winemakers out there, and we are excellent people. So that's what it's about. It's a nice vibe. We have local musicians, jazz players, and you know, so it's a
What
fun
time
thing.
Wednesday does that start? I think I'm gonna
6 o'clock, 6
I'm gonna come
p.m.
over there and start winding
Yes,
down.
yes, you
that
can.
idea.
Yes, you can. We have food. We have featured cocktails with whatever spirit and live jazz, and also whatever wine we're featuring. And sometimes we have the winemaker there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all got what y'all call Black Wall Street happening right there on
We
Wednesdays.
try to do a little something.
Upliftment.
Yeah, we try to do a little something.
And also, you tried the coffee.
Yes.
And we spike at Soiree. We spike our coffee with a 8-year-old rum.
8 years.
And it's a sherry cask rum. So I wanted to bring this and I'll give you a gift.
Okay. I like
You're
gifts.
giving us a gift. So this will be this is the rum that we use.
Okay.
It's a sherry cask.
Excuse me,
It's from
reach
Bacardi.
Ooh, Ooh, that looked too rich to even open.
And that's
And it says 8 years too.
That's right.
Aged, right
oh
there.
yeah.
It blends
Man,
well
I
with
appreciate
well
that.
with
Man,
the
that's
coffee.
big. It almost looked like
any food.
cranberry juice. It don't look. It look maroon, but it's not maroon, is it?
No, it's not. It's actually aged in a wine cask.
Okay.
So
Right
Oh,
here. On In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers, I'm gonna get drunk tonight, y'all. The coffee already got me going. But man, I really enjoyed you guys, and man, it meant much more success. I'm gonna come over, and I'm gonna come over there on Wednesday. I'm gonna bring my girlfriend, bring friends and relatives. We're gonna come over there, what they say, and kick it.
this food is excellent, man.
And
Thank
we'll
y'all
see
so
you.
much.
We'll see you on brunch as well.
Tell everybody how they can find y'all.
You want to do that? I think I talked a lot.
Well, she talks more. You know, I have more of an accent here, so I'm from Trinidad. So,
Okay.
but Soiree Coffee Bar. We're located Singleton, 190 Singleton Boulevard.
320 back.
Right in Trinity Grove. So if
Trinity
y'all know where
Grove,
Trinity
yeah.
Grove is, that's where they at, located right there.
West Dallas, yeah.
You got a
Come see us,
you got a
come see us.
website that they can go on and
Yes.
catch any events?
So you can find us at www.soireecoffeebar.com. Also, we do brunch as well on the weekends, and you can make a reservation there. And also,
The live jazz on the weekends.
yes, yeah. Exactly.
And the hours brunch starts at 11 a.m. The live jazz starts at 12. Everything ends at 3, and then we close at 4. So come on down during the week.
Get
It's a
some
regular
good
coffee
coffee,
shop.
yes.
So it's you concentrate on your vision.
Once again,
Yeah.
right here on In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers, we got Clive, we got Lafree, with Soiree Coffee Lounge. Our next guest, she's the owner of Absolutely Edible Cakes and Catering, and also contestant on Food Network. Let's give a warm welcome for Nikki J. Hey, come on in here. Run in. Thank you for coming on the show.
My pleasure.
Next time I see you again.
I know.
How's everything?
Awesome.
I love the glasses.
Sweet.
You always come accessory down. When I seen you at the contest, you accessory down as a judge. But she really does. That's how you do all of your cakes and your pastries too, as well. You accessory it up, huh?
Gotta do
You know,
it.
I say anything. Accessory up. I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
I think it is, and I'm gonna use it tomorrow.
Okay, I got you. We're gonna jump right in. I want to ask you, what was the age you were at when you made your first cake or your first cookie or your first pies?
So I've always cooked and baked since before I could even see the top of the stove. And going through elementary school, I was making pan cookies before there were pan
When they call them home ec in school. there.
Yes, yes. And my home ec teacher, she inspired me so much. I saw my first Wilton Cake magazine in 1982, and that day I said, I want to be a cake decorator.
So that was the next thing, you know. So getting started, was it 1982 when you got started?
Pretty much, yes.
You know, at that point, all of us go through some trials and tribulations. Name some of the things the obstacles that you had to overcome to
Money.
get to the point. Always.
Money.
So capital.
Capital was hard, as well as being in, opening up in a area, just gonna say it
Right.
straight up, a predominantly white area
Right.
where they want to know how you staying here. The white bakery just shut down. What do you do?
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, I know the man.
Yeah.
So
You follow God, it'll always be that way
Yes.
too. And then another thing, God give you those magical hands you got
Yes,
there to make that good
definitely.
food.
I've never had a cake class, so I know that God gave me the gift. And starting out, when I went for my first brick and mortar, they said my credit wasn't what they were looking for. It wasn't even what I was looking for.
Right.
It was bad. And I prayed about it, put the credit report in the Bible, and I have an email that's in my phone today that was from 2002 where the lady I'd never spoken to said God told her she had to help me.
And look at her. Food Network,
Yes.
brick and mortar. And
Yes.
that peach cobbler,
Yes.
was that peach cobbler you
Sweet
get?
potato
Yeah, sweet
thing.
potato pie. Oh
I
my
brought you
God.
some.
Hey, oh yeah. If you haven't had that sweet potato thing, that's what you call it?
Yes.
You know, I was clowning a little bit. I said, Patty got you down. Patty LaBelle, sweet potato pies has
Yeah.
got you. She just looked at me like, I love Patty, but oh well. And I ate that pie. I'm glad you brought me some. Because I didn't want to get on, where you can go get on and get that? The highest.
Yes, gold belly.
Yeah. See, she on Gold Belly. See,
Yes.
she's talking about how you can do all those things. I can't afford Gold Belly. I gotta go on something else. But now we're gonna talk a little bit more at the sit down when we sit down and have some breakfast brothers. All right, we're here at the sit down with Nikki J with absolutely edible treats and cakes and catering. In that famous 1,000% sweet potato pie. I'm gonna tell Patty on you. Nikki wanted some breakfast brothers. She wanted fried pork chops and some potatoes. And I love you, Tanetta's bringing it out.
Miss Nikki, are you ready for us to feed your soul? There we go. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
She's fed everybody else so with that sweet potato pie off camera.
It's sweet
You
potato
wrong for
thing.
that.
It's sweet potato thing.
Sweet potato. Sweet
All right,
potato
get it
what?
right. Thing.
Thing.
Trademark.
Okay,
Thing.
I'm gonna let you get in that. Get in them pork chop things and them potato things. You say,
Pork chops. Oh, they hot too.
mm-hmm. We're gonna talk and eat at the same time. You know how to do that?
I can do that.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna get right into it because I'm trying to hurry up and get to my pie. Tell me all about everything you got going on. The obstacles that you overcame to get where you need to get to this sweet potato thing. Where they sell these sweet potatoes at anyway?
The sweet potato thing, it is sold on Gold Belly, which is a website that sells, it's a foodie website.
Right.
It's sold at Crab King's. It's sold at Smokey D's, on Irene's, Trucker's Cafe, and Cake Daddy's.
I know all those spots. I've been to Aunt Irene's. I used to go get that black box. We're gonna talk about that. We talking about your business now,
Yes.
but we at Aunt Irene's. But anyway, talk about the importance of the process of being the pastry and baking those cakes and stuff that you're doing. Because I know it's a process. You just can't mix up things and put them in the oven.
Consistency, though. You need to be consistent, because if somebody come to you because they like the way your strawberry cake tastes this week, when they come back next week for the strawberry cake, they want it to taste the same way. You know, you don't go to Wendy's to get a Whataburger.
No.
You know, so you want that certain taste. But just, it's time management is the big thing, especially being an entrepreneur, when you really could sit there Monday through Thursday and just be wasting time. And then here Friday come the big day, Saturday. Now you're rushing because you did not manage your time.
Now, how do you accept? Are you the only one that's baking all your treats and cakes?
No, no. My daughter, she's 36. She has never had another job in her life. She started with me when she was 13. And she is amazing. She keeps me in line. But my husband works very closely with me.
Okay.
He sculpts all the cakes. He builds all my stands. And we're best friends.
So y'all really what I call a three-legged bar stool. Y'all got a three-piece
Yes.
that's working for y'all. Because I always say, how when you get to the point where you can start working in the business and work on the business, being that it's just y'all three, have they decided it to where when they want you to stop doing it and just be the face and start doing a lot more things that you're doing, even like when you did the Food Network?
I couldn't even do it.
Couldn't do it?
Mm-mm.
I can't either, so
I can't even do
understand.
it. I am so hands-on, and God gave me the gift. I've never had a cake class, but I can make a cake look like you. And
Big as me too?
yeah, there'll be a lot of cake. But, you know.
That's all right.
Yeah, so I'm just, and I can walk by a bowl of batter and tell them if it's wrong. I can look at it.
Wow.
So God gave me the full gift, and he blessed me with my husband and my daughter and my other two children. They help in the business a little bit too.
Okay. What's the one thing about your brand that stand out the most that besides the sweet potato thing? Because I know that's the one thing stand out for me.
I'm really a cake artist. So people come to me when they just send me a picture and say, do it. I had a challenge. In January, I did a cake. She sent me a cake, and it looked like it's sitting in a waffle bowl. I didn't know how to make that bowl. But, you know, when God gave you the gift, he's also your tutor.
Right.
So I had to go back to him and say, you're going to have to shed some light on this. And I promise you every single time he do.
So did some of those things that you were doing outside of those things, what landed you on the Food Network? Let's talk about what landed you on the Food Network.
So about 13 years ago, I did a life-size bride cake. It was 5 feet tall, the wedding dress, the jewelry, everything. And that went viral. My daughter's wedding cake, it went viral during the wedding, but that's after Food Network. But when I did the life-size bride cake, then I had never even submitted an application to be on Food Network, anything. They came looking for me. See, that's what
Wow.
your gift to do for you.
So,
To make room.
you know, early on when we started talking, listen to this, viewers. She said her daughter's 36 now. Her daughter started helping her when she was 13. 13 years ago, Food Network helped her. So you this is what you do. This is your life.
Yes, it's my life. I've had 206 jobs, so I'm really unemployable. I've got a few jobs that say don't never, ever come back nowhere near this building. So, you know, you just at that point, you just got to run out of places to work.
That's
Just
right,
gotta
because
make this work. I got to make this
What
work. I don't
happens
have an
is
option.
you was insubordinate on somebody else's job because you had a different plan.
times.
You had a different plan. You know,
Yes.
your plan, man, you strong with what it is that you do. And when I first met you and got hooked on the sweet potato thing, we was at a judges
Yes.
at Lancaster High School.
Yes.
And we were judges there, and that's when I
That was
first
so
met
dope.
you.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, and I'm getting ready. We're gonna talk about what I'm getting ready to do now
Okay.
for 5 high schools. We're getting ready to do a big competition to where it's gonna be called In the Kitchen with the Breakfast Brothers Culinary High School Competition. It's gonna be Skyline, DeSoto, Lancaster, Cedar Hill, and Duncanville.
Okay.
And I want you to be one of the judges.
Oh,
We're
I'm
gonna
ready.
film about 4 to 5 episodes, and we're gonna put it out.
Okay.
Cause just like you stated with your daughter being 13, I never knew that we had that many kids that want to be professional chefs.
Yes.
That inspired me to go see that. Even in February, Johnny, the Cochran Law Firm did Cedar Hill. They did another competition that I was in, and it just to see those students, those kids, and the way they cook. This is becoming a proud era for me when it comes to us, and now we see our youth want to be chefs.
And my daughter is a culinary graduate. My father is 93. He is my biggest cheerleader, my biggest fan. He was a cook on the riverboats for over 40 years. So
93 years
he's
old.
93. He's still cooking.
Once again, I enjoyed you on the show and enjoyed seeing you again. We're going to do some more things together, too.
Absolutely. I look forward to that.
And if you want some things that you've seen today on the menu, fried pork chops, grilled catfish, waffles, chicken, come on down. We got 2 locations in the DFW area now. Arlington, 130 East Bardin Road. We open 6 days a week, close on Tuesdays, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. And our newest location, Dallas, 3704 West Camp Wisdom. We open 5 days a week, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now, I got one more thing. New. Breakfast Brothers Express, a new concept we just released. We're coming out end of February. You'll be able to get it overnight, late nights, early a.m.
Okay.
To go is the Express.
Okay.
I'm your host, Ricky Booker. See you guys next week.